Yo, what's up, Dylan? Yep, can you hear me?
Yeah, how's it going? Sorry, I had my audio turned off.
Yeah. How's it going?
Good.
Have you gotten the chance to finish every quest?
No, I pretty much focused on the midterm last week, so I
Okay.
haven't really dived into 9. I'm like
That's fair.
ready to dive into it. I just
9 is
haven't.
really simple. It's gonna be really easy. It
Is
didn't
it?
take.
Okay, cool.
It took me
When I
less
first
than an
read it,
hour.
okay, cool. When I read it, I was like, wait, what? But then, yeah, I guess if you're just hard coding all the shapes, it's not too bad
Yeah.
once you understand the shapes.
If you can do one of the mini quests, you can definitely do the rest.
Yeah,
It's-
I just need to sit down and do it. I'm like,
yeah, that's just the hardest part.
yeah,
Is
it's
actually
been
doing it.
yeah, just like setting aside the time. I've been like super sick for 3 weeks. I just
Oh
haven't
no.
I haven't been able to focus. Like this semester is like such a blur to me because
I
like the
see.
chunk of it, I've just been like, yep, here we go.
Well, hope you're feeling better though.
I appreciate it. How did everybody feel about the midterm?
It's all right.
Pretty okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't really like that. A lot of the questions were like select one. Or more.
Yeah.
those are tough. There's a few that definitely got me. Like after I answered it, I went, oh, that was definitely wrong. But oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, there was that pointer one I almost got wrong. Like where they're like, how many objects have been initialized? At first I thought it was three.
Oh, with the array of pointers.
No, it was just like there was just some declarations is like how many objects have been instantiated from these statements. And it was like 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Oh,
But like one of them was just like assigning a pointer to another one, so it wasn't a new object.
I see.
Yeah, because they're pointing to the same.
I think maybe my least favorite part was like having to worry about standard arrays of pointers when we've been working with vectors the entire quarter and just being like, I don't want to go back to this. This sucks.
Yeah. Is there ever a reason to use array over a vector now?
I'm sure there is, or I'm sure that it exists like in old code, but I have no idea.
I see.
So what quest are you guys on?
I am on the first quest of 2C. But I'm not gonna do it until like probably next week.
Yeah, I've been kind of lazy. I finished
What?
9, but I've just been not doing anything for a few weeks.
Yeah, I've been slacking after the since the midterm.
I'm on 9. I'm trying to finish this week and then just power through to
That's
2C.
Wow, yeah, I'm really behind you guys then. I'm like on 6 still.
Yeah, I was also talking to a professor about like extra credit project, and we talked about doing like some terminal stuff, making interface for the polymorphism project. And I think he's gonna talk about it later here.
Nice.
Yeah, I hope the extra credit project isn't some like super complicated thing.
No, it's not really. You need to get comfortable with Linux though. Because yeah. Yeah, because you're gonna have to run a virtual boxing air system.
That sounds kind of complicated.
If you're familiar with the command prompt, you should be fine with Linux.
Okay.
I'm in a game right now of like, how much do I want extra credit versus how much do I want to get ahead on 2C?
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I wasn't entirely sure if I was going to do the extra credit project instead of just starting TUC stuff.
Yeah, I'm like very torn. When is the spring quarter end? Is it like, is it June that it ends or like end of May?
Not sure.
Yeah, I could Google that information.
Probably
Sorry.
end of May.
I think it's March 31st.
Oh no,
Not the
the
spring
next one,
quarter.
the spring quarter. Yeah, I'll just look at
Oh
it.
wait, my bad. Sorry about that. I thought you
No,
were
it's
asking
all
about the
good.
winter one.
No. This one I'm like all good. It's like it's almost over. It's crazy.
Hey, yeah, how are you guys? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Okay, I hope you all had a good midterm. Just put the midterm scores in perspective, as you know, from the formula and all. So the final will be based pretty much on the remaining LOCIF modules. Although, you probably know the first 6 modules by now. So it doesn't mean you should forget it, but the final will be on the remaining 6 modules. Anyway, a couple of things that I wanted to mention. Well, and I can come back later after you guys have had a discussion, okay? That's fine too. Quest number 9. I know quite a few of you were close to quest 9 or finished it already. Maybe you haven't got the picture that you have in your mind, but I realized that it's not immediately obvious to many people that the graph is actually interactive. So you can grab the nodes with your mouse and move them around, and I think that's how many people, if you look at the B quest flare on Reddit, you'll see lots of people have done pretty pictures. And that's how they've done it. They throw a graph up and then they knock the nodes around with their mouse. Okay, anyway, I thought I'll mention that. The other thing that I wanted to mention is because some of you are close to quest number 9 completion. Don't go ahead and start on the red quests already, okay? Because I was talking to Chris and he said, I'm going to do 2C. I'm going to get started on the red quest already. Okay. I don't do that. Okay. Because otherwise you'll end up being bored next quarter. And if you look at the Reddit, lots of people say, I started like 2 weeks early and 3 weeks early and things like that. All of that really applies to people just coming in cold to 2C, okay? Not people who've done 2A and 2B and done the quests already, okay? So you can imagine that they would need like two weeks, yes, before they get into red. So you guys shouldn't, if you do this, the spring quarter, take my word for it, okay? I think you guys are, if you manage to finish all the 9 green quests, you're pretty much set for doing the green quests, red quests, and you don't have to worry too much. And don't start early, because you got to save it up too. You just can't. It's just I'm going to go into Baskin Robbins and come out in like 1 hour having tried all the flavors. Okay, that it doesn't help anyone. Okay, so so take your time, and I can guarantee that if you've done this properly, you won't have any problems in 2C. Okay, so with that out of the way, so Chris and I were talking about an interesting extra credit project, okay? And I think it'll actually be nicer as a group project, and provided more people complete quest 9 in good time, meaning like at least a couple of weeks early, they can join in the project and contribute where they can. But you know, it shouldn't be like a total mess. So I'll kind of guide it. Okay. So I'll be, so because, you know, if I say, you know, people can join and leave whenever they want, you know, the project doesn't go anywhere. The students come and go. So I'm going to be like, I'll take the role of coordinating things. Okay. So I'll say, this is what we're going to do. Every one of you do the same thing. But however, you can talk to each other and exchange code. That's fine too. But at the end, everyone has got to have a functional working copy of what, you know, this project that it's morphing into. I don't even know what it's going to morph into, but I hope it'll morph into something nice and something that you can share on Stack Overflow or something. Okay. You know, so, but you know, it all depends on a few things that we have to try. And Chris did some experiments and he sent me some email, which sounds encouraging. Okay, so I'm going to basically assume that it's going to work and do that later on, right? After you guys have had a discussion, those who are interested in this extra credit project can stick around, and then I'll describe, or maybe I'll walk one of you through. I'll walk one of you through, you know, getting Docker desktop installed, either on a Mac or a Windows, getting into Docker in a Linux environment, and just running a simple program to make sure that we can control the position of a cursor anywhere on the screen, like a text editor, okay? Not like a graphics terminal. It's a text, a dumb terminal, but at the same time, you're able to send it commands to say, hey, you know, cursor, the next thing I want to say, I want it to appear at 4,7, you know, up there on the screen, here on the screen. Okay. So we were trying to test it the other day. Chris and I were trying to test it on a Zoom session. And unfortunately, it wasn't recorded. But, you know, Chris has the details. You can talk to him later. It's, you know, it's just a very simple C program. You know, just printed these characters out. It's called ANSI codes. But I think, you know, without even knowing the details of what Chris was going to tell me, I think it's encouraging. So he's found that, you know, on a Linux terminal, you get a dumb terminal that responds to ANSI codes. Okay, which means that we would actually be able to write a very nice graphics routine, you know, real moving 3D graphics using just ASCII characters. So I think it'll be really cool. Because you could share that on Stack Overflow. I'm pretty sure that other people have done similar libraries. You know, there's people in CS2A talking about a library called SDL and things like that. But I'm pretty sure that many of these libraries are fat, they're overloaded, and they do a lot of these things that are not needed. So you could basically just develop this library as extra credit, maybe 500 lines of code max, right? And share it and say, you know, just link into this and you can do 3D graphics on a dumb terminal. Okay, with low resolution, obviously, not like, you know, 4,000 megapixel resolution. But I think it'll be cool. So to give you an idea of what it'll look like, those of you who've done quest number 6, you know, you draw the stick man and quadrilateral and things like that in quest number 6. So it looks, but it kind of looks like a, you know, it looks like a square and a rectangle and a quadrilateral, and a line is kind of, you can use that same algorithm to make sure that it's not, you know, aesthetically unpleasing and all. So I think we can actually get a moving wireframe easily, right? Using standard algorithms, you can get a moving wireframe on a text window. And that's really cool. And I think it's cool because, not because it's hard to do, it's easy to do, but it's interesting to do. And also, random people out there, experts even, you know, if they have a few free moments, they just download your library and try something out. You know, because, you know, hey, I got this idea, I can test something out. So it's actually fun for people to just get off the net and try it out, because I think many of the other libraries are bloated, maybe. Even if they're not bloated, this would be a very nice opportunity for you to just do something like that. I was thinking like that. I've never done this, but I've had this idea, and then Chris does this experiment that I think is encouraging. So we can absolutely try this out. Okay. So how about I come back at 6:45? You think half an hour is enough for you guys to just talk? And yeah, I'll come back at 6:45, and the guys who want to hang around, stick around. And hey, where's Adam gone? You know, I think Adam would also be a very good add to this project. Okay, because I think he's also a Linux person, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Doesn't matter, but I think it'll be good to have his involvement also. So so, all right. Okay. Anyway, so I'll come back at 6:45. Okay. I'll just set a timer. I'll come back at 6:45 and then we can talk. All right. So I'm just going to leave the meeting. So I don't have to stop and restart and all. That's really cool. Okay. Bye. Hey, unless you have any questions for me. Yeah. If you have any questions for me related to what you're going to be discussing too, that's fine. Right. Any quests, midterm concepts, you can ask me now. No, I can talk about that. Otherwise, you guys can talk. I'll come back at 6:45. Just talk about the extra credit. Yeah.
Oh, I was actually curious about the participation. Sorry about that. On the
Yeah.
Reddit, I've been trying to post like a few like good posts like a week, and I was just wondering like,
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Divyani. So don't worry. Okay. Don't. I think you're doing great. And at the end of the quarter, you're going to produce a report, just like your English essay, final essay, and you're going to link to all these posts that you've made. So you can link to a post saying, I made an observation about cellular automata here, and you should, when you write the post, don't imagine that you're writing it for me. You're potentially writing it for, let's say, a future hiring manager who might come across your Reddit profile. Right. So you want to get a selection of your posts that would actually showcase your thinking abilities and your computational mindset. So it's get a selection and just make a profile. And that's what I'll evaluate. Yeah, I'll read through everyone and evaluate it. Okay. It's out of 15 points. So
thank you so much.
no worries. Okay. I'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
Bye.
I just want to ask him just to make sure.
Yeah.
There's only 15 points. What the heck?
I still don't know what it's gonna. I'm just
Right.
like go of any. I'm just like whatever.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Is it-
15 points is not, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, we could not do it and still get an A.
Is it like 12 posts and 12 comments or like what?
I think it's 15% actually, right? Or is it actually 15 points of 400 or 350?
He said 15 points, I'm pretty sure.
No idea.
I've been putting too much effort in that.
I assume
Yeah.
the post from CS2A doesn't count, right?
I don't know. Maybe if it was made this quarter, you can argue that you commented and were helpful.
Yeah.
Also, like, it probably doesn't matter. Like, if you've put in the work and done the work and like been helpful, then that speaks to like what you've done for the class and for everybody else. So I feel like it's something that's very easy to get caught up worrying about, but that we probably shouldn't because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, true that.
That said, as somebody who used to like stress out very hard about every class I ever took, doing everything, this is just like, let me be the old man for a second. Be like, no, it doesn't matter. Everybody's doing great.
No, I just get stressed out sometimes about like, what if I'm not participating enough and that's the reason why like I don't get like a good grade.
Yeah, that would be pretty messed up if that was the only reason why you didn't get a good grade, because you didn't talk just enough. The fact that you worry about that means you're probably talking enough and participating enough. Just like, again, from way too much experience.
Yo, John,
What's up?
are you done with quest 9?
Pretty much. I'm kind of in. I haven't done like the last option where you do your own thing, but
Oh, I want to do a trophy count check. See where I'm at. See
yeah,
like
I
the
think it's like 244 or something.
Let me try. Oh yeah. No, I have 240.
Oh, maybe it's 240. I don't know. Let me see.
What would you get on B?
B? Oh, 24.
On 24. That's what I had seen as like a normal score for that.
Just simply B.
Here, I can check mine up until 9.
Yeah, I got 244.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
one.
Are you counting 2A as well?
No,
Oh,
because in the syllabus it says 250 full score, but I think that's like a typo or something because I think it's 244.
Well, I think there's like, isn't there like hidden points?
yeah, probably.
I don't know if there's because like I looked through the history of the subreddit and like everybody like the max anybody got was like ever 244.
Interesting. Might have missed some points. Quest 1, I got 33. Quest 2, I got 23. Quest 3, I got 23. Quest 4, I got 40. Quest 5, I got 19, 28, 23, 25, 24.
And
Am I
20,
doing my math wrong?
and Ant has 29.
Oh. Let me see. Ant has 29.
I can
That
see
makes
on
sense.
I can see on the trophy page. It's so purple. Or are you looking at it?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Let's see. Let me submit my code again. Which one was the end? Was it the try?
It's the third from last.
Was the third from last? That was not the try. Let's see. And dot cp. Wait, it's was it Q? Yeah, it was Q. Okay.
So if I get all the points on B, which is 23 or whatever, I will have 246.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think 250, wait, 250 is the max, right? I think 250 is real because there's a few quests where like I got a bonus trophy for an efficiency score for like the
Oh.
algorithm being super efficient somehow.
Interesting.
Damn. I guess I've not been coding efficiently.
I don't even want to like, because if you go back and resubmit it, does that like take away your previous score? Like for early requests?
No
Or does
clue.
it change your submission date?
I don't know if you keep the highest or if you keep what your latest is.
I see.
I think it's the latest.
It is the latest, yeah. It's not the highest.
Dang, I don't really want to go back and look at.
I mean, I have all my quests in like the same file, so I just need to drag and drop if I need to update my score. I didn't touch it. I don't touch it after I submit it
Yeah.
at all, in case like the score reset, because that happened when I was doing my 2A. The score is all gone.
Hmm.
So for me, it looks like the thing that I 7, I had a 32 on that, and the previous score I'd seen for that is 29. That would explain the 3 extra points.
30, you have 32 instead of 27?
I have on Ant, yeah, I have 32.
Oh, damn. Yeah,
Interesting.
that was no. Oh,
Yeah, mine goes, I have 33, 23, 23, 40, 19, 28, 32, 25, and then I haven't done 9 yet.
there are 9 mini quests in total. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got all 9 mini quests credited, but I guess I didn't get the full credit in terms of efficiency.
Is Ant the cube?
And it's the Q, yes.
Yeah.
I see. Huh.
Yeah, because the ad took like a while to for the code for the website to review.
Ant was tough.
Yeah. I still think that Quest 3 was the worst, the automata. The try wasn't too bad, except for that one function to get completion on.
Yeah, that threw me off for a minute, just like figuring out what it was doing.
Yeah. It was-
I'm trying to remember where in my Q one that I got the efficiency. I forget what it was for.
It's probably gonna be the last one. Because I only get one on the last one. Queue of object. Wait. Oh, never mind. That's just for having the template
No,
type name.
I think it might have been the resize.
Resize I got 4.
Huh.
Yeah, I got credited for
actually-
all 5 mini quests, but then I don't think I
Yeah.
got the full score.
Actually, I think it might have been my NQ that might have been efficient. I forget. It was one of those.
Q I got 4 as well.
Oh yeah, I didn't take screenshots of the individual submissions. I just am like, did I hit it? All right, cool.
Oh, I just resubmitted it again, and like I'm looking at everything now.
Okay, let me throw it up. We'll see. Let me see what it is.
Let's see. What is wrong with my NQ?
NQ is like pretty straightforward though, like,
Yeah, it is. Should be.
Let me see.
just like an if else statement.
Yeah. Could it be my constructor? Oh, the pop a lot was that the loop one? Or the recursion one? I forgot.
No,
Pop a lot. Where is the implementation? Oh, I'm in the header file. I'm stupid.
Pop a lot was just like a mass DQ.
Yeah. What the heck?
Okay, I got. Where did I
Oh
get?
yeah. Yeah, that's
I got
a that's a while loop.
I got
What is it?
efficiency on my. After my is empty, it rated me for efficiency. So I got 3 extra points.
Oh damn. I got 1
So
for
that-
SMT.
I did too, but I had my NQ, my DQ, my peak, and then it is empty, and then I got an efficiency thing right after that for 3 points.
Oh damn.
So I don't know which. Let me check what that might
NQ
be in.
DQ is empty, huh? That's
And peak. Yeah, let me see what they are.
NQ, DQ, and peak. I got 4, 4, and 3.
if
So I don't think it's peak, because peak is like if it's empty, return the sentinel, otherwise return the data at the heads. That's not it.
Probably NQ and DQ are also like pretty straightforward.
My NQ was if it's not at the, or if it's full, return false. Otherwise,
Yeah, same.
set the tail index to what's been passed through, and then move the tail. So I don't think that's groundbreaking.
is it, did you, I don't know, if you check data dot size, that's like constant time, right? We don't have to like,
Yeah, it is.
so
Yeah.
we don't have to like switch a variable for that, huh?
No. Yeah,
Interesting.
mine's literally like if head is equal to tail plus 1 modulo data dot size.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but
And
like-
then
Return false or else
return
data
false,
pushback
data tail.
or a
Oh, no,
tail.
I do
element
data
e-
tail equals element, and then I do
Element
tail.
plus plus and then return true.
Oh no, I'm doing tail equals tail plus 1 modulo data dot size.
Tail with tail plus 1.
For peak?
No, for NQ. Sorry.
NQ. I did tail plus plus.
Tail equals tail plus 1% data size.
Yeah, the reason you do that is because that way, because if you just increase it, you'll eventually occupy that empty space at the back of the queue. But if you do it with that formula, you'll never hit the last space that's empty.
Oh, I see.
Because you always want to leave, like if your queue size is if there's 8 indices, 8 should stay empty.
That's weird.
That's like the whole, yeah, that's like his whole overhead in the thing.
Interesting.
So then, yeah, so then if like tail is at 7, tail plus 1 becomes 8, modulo 8 is 1. So then it moves it to 1 instead of moving it to 8. Or sorry, it's 0. So it moves it to 0 instead of to 8.
Oh, yeah. Because if tail equals to head, that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think we're allowed to discuss this at this point. Sorry if we're not. If you're watching this recording. Oh shit.
I don't think anybody watches this recording.
I know. I feel bad. And my bad.
Well, 3D again. Yeah, whoever watches the recording, I guess.
You're welcome and sorry. Sorry. Well, we didn't actually say anything. Like, it's all in the spec. This is not groundbreaking.
Yeah.
That might be where I got the efficiency though.
It's still.
Hmm.
Either way, I'm still missing 6 points and I don't know where. Wait, you said you got 29, John?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna work on this tonight then. 9 points is almost half the midterm.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, if you're done with the quest and you're like questioning if you missed something, you could always go back in the subreddit too and just like see what past people have done. I go back and read some of them after I finish a quest. I'm like, oh, I did not do it that way.
Yeah, that's probably a smart thing to do.
I wish I had started more of 9 and had questions other than like, I just need to read it again. Wait, so the extra credit is just like making a console app that draws graphics in Linux, essentially?
Something like that. Just gonna mess with the terminal's interface and like cursor manipulation and stuff.
Nice. I might pitch him.
Yeah, I can show you what I have so far, but I think when we have, I asked Anon if he wants me to like show what I have so far, but he said wait until people join the group first.
Yeah. I might pitch him if I could just do, I don't even need to do for extra credit. I have stuff I need to do for like what I'm trying to get into. So I might just take the rest of the quarter to like
Uh,
my company. We use like a framework to build our audio plugins, and it's all
Mhm.
based on C++, but it's like a whole separate thing.
mhm.
And there's like a year's worth of tutorials. So I might just use my time to go through those
Yeah.
instead of like just doubling down on the moments of free time I actually have.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a fun thing to do. The
Yeah.
extra
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Just wondering if I could pitch him like, hey, can I do all this other stuff instead for extra credit?
Mhm.
promise I'm using what we've learned.
Yeah.
Do you feel like we're using or you're using what we learned in this class?
Me?
Yeah, for your project.
Yeah, like basically all of what my like the job I'm trying to get into is a lot of this. It's fewer data structures because everything's just kind of built on a framework. And I'm not trying to work like Facebook or anything, which would like then that stuff obviously becomes much more important. But yeah, I was like reading a thing the other day in one of my like books about like plugin design specifically, and it was like, yeah, so the audio, like the host program passes your plugin an array of pointers and then like this and this and this. And I was like, oh crap, this is real. But yeah, it's a lot. And yeah, like we use a lot of inheritance. Like you'll have like the framework will pass you a base, like a virtual, like a pure abstract class, and you derive your own sort of thing from that, but it'll pass you interface for like the audio stream in and out of the computer and stuff like that. So it's a lot. Yeah, it's like actually this class lined up almost one-to-one with a textbook that our developer had given me to read. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, cool, this class will cover that entire textbook, which has been very nice.
Nice.
Good to know.
Yeah, I think this class we're just learning like the basic data structures, like queues and stacks and linked lists. I think they have the standard template library already for C++, and we just trying to implement it to understand like where it comes from. But then you're gonna actually have to like design your own data structure when you're actually working for a company that's specific to their needs.
Yeah. I feel like this class gets you through the end of the basics of like the language too.
Yeah.
And like you learn like like you should be like, you'll probably be comfortable working in C++ by the end of this class. And then like 2C, from what I've been told, is largely like real, like it's an algorithms, it's a data structure and algorithms class. So it's like not about learning the language, it's about like the computer science side of the language versus
I think
the like
2C
practical side.
we're focusing on like the efficiency of algorithm and stuff, like the time analysis, time complexity, and trying to find the fastest way to do things.
Yeah. I mean, what's the final 2C assignment will probably be the same as every other final.
Yeah.
2C assignment, it seems, which is the delivery truck with fewest stops. Or some variation on that.
Mhm.
I did just notice that the spring quarter ends on June 30th.
Oh wow.
June 30th.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man, that's gonna be rough. That's late.
it's actually longer. It takes longer than high school, I think. Well,
Yeah,
my high school at least. My high school ended like end of May.
Yeah, that's the quarter system. Like if you're not used to it, it's the dates are weird. Like I graduated
Makes sense.
on like June 26th my first time around, and I was like, all my friends like, yeah, we're out, we're done, we're working. I have another month of school.
Yikes.
Hmm.
When is spring break, by the way? You guys know?
Spring break, that's a thing, huh?
Is it? I don't know. It was in my school.
Oh, I think spring break would be in between the quarters.
Okay.
So like, yeah, classes end on March 31st, and then the next round of classes starts on April 10th.
Oh, it's only like, oh, it's 2 weeks. Yeah, it's about
10
2 weeks.
days. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think technically today was supposed to be off and Friday was supposed to be off for classes. Like that was like a mini spring break. But yeah,
Oh,
most
interesting.
classes are still going on.
Today? Isn't today President's Day?
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's why they made it like a mini spring break.
Oh. Wait, is registration open tomorrow? I think it's open tomorrow, right?
Not sure.
I think it's starting soon. Yeah.
It's like the 21st or something. You guys are taking 2C next quarter?
I
Yeah.
think so,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's the
Yeah,
only
I'm-
professor. I mean, it would be beneficial to take his class after doing all this quest anyways. It would be a
Yeah.
waste to not take his class.
Yeah, I'm hoping to. I'm supposed to be out of the country the entire month of June, so that'll be interesting.
That's okay.
Yeah, everything's
it's-
done remotely anyways.
Yeah, we'll just have some weird midterm hours.
Yeah.
You guys think the jump from CS2A to CS2B is pretty high, like in terms of difficulty?
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Yeah. I'd say
Coming from
like,
the class, yeah.
go on.
Oh no, coming from the class that I took, and I know a few other people took, it was a huge, like, I would have been pissed if I hadn't already been like studying on my own, because I would have just been, it's like thrown in the deep end, and like the other class did not cover nearly as much as even his 2A class.
I feel like it's the pacing. This pace is really fast. Like you cover a lot more. It's not even like the difficulty.
Yeah, I
Because
just
like,
oh
yeah,
sorry,
go
go
on.
on.
Go on. No, you can go.
No, you can go, it's okay.
Oh yeah, because everything in CS2A you can like basically find in one YouTube video. But then in
Oh.
CS2B it's like you gotta really dig in and find everything one by one.
Yeah, I actually just started coding like 3 or 4 months ago. So, and this is my first language too. And so like I learned everything in like one video on the internet, like from, I don't know if you guys know like Bro Code. He did like this 3 hour like video and I just watched that. And then like CS2A was really easy after I watched that video. And then I like came to this class. I was like, okay, it must be like something similar to this, like using arrays, stuff like that. It's like this stuff is like completely new, like pacing's crazy.
Hmm.
I'm lucky that C++ is your first language. It was mine too, but then transitioning to like Python and other low-level programming, I mean high-level programming language is gonna be like really easy.
That's true.
Yeah, it's my first too. Definitely not the one any of my friends recommended. Like,
Yeah.
I've like serious dev friends who are like, why learn MLs first and then go to that? And I'm like, no.
Wait, yo, Chris,
Yo, what's up?
if we're dequeuing something,
Mm-hmm.
we're not like clearing, we're not like removing that vector index, right? We're just like making its elements like blank or something, right? It's like
I
there's no vector function that like clears a single like element without deleting the index, I don't think.
Oh, you mean like, I think a queue is supposed to be dynamic. So I
Oh,
just,
So
I
I think
use dot erase to dequeue it. I think that should dynamically resize it after it dequeue.
dot erase though. I think there's a reason why I didn't use dot erase because when it resizes, it could leave information out of the bounds. I think the easiest way to do it is to just ignore it, and then if you need to use it again, you'll just write into it.
Yeah, I literally just.
So when you, oh sorry,
oh, go ahead.
no, I think when you, I mean, I passed this way, but I don't know if it's the best way, but
I mean, you get the 3
You can-
credit for efficiency.
you can just move your index, and then the next time your tail moves there and you insert into it, it just overwrites what was there.
Yeah,
Because yeah, you're right. I was like, you can't erase without clearing the entire vector, or you can't clear without clearing the entire vector. And
Yeah.
erase does something where like it'll resize, but I'd have to look at the reference page.
yeah. I remember when I was doing it, I didn't think we were supposed to like delete the actual index because like change the size if we're dequeuing something. But so I just literally set it to like like a default T call. So I was like, whatever the default is, but not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I just use dot erase, and then instead of like hard coding the index, I just do data dot begin, because dequeue takes the first element of the queue.
Yeah,
I don't know, that one passed.
yeah. Pass for me, but I'm just trying to see where the efficiency thing is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it yet.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah, so this is why I didn't use erase. If you go to c++.com and read about erase,
Mhm.
it says erasing elements in positions other than the vector end causes the container to relocate all elements after the segment erased to their new positions. So it's inefficient, basically.
Oh, does it like shift the element?
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Wait, what the heck?
I did not know that.
But my score says 29. Wait, what the heck? I literally just made that change and I got it.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I didn't even know what I did.
It might have been that, to be honest.
You got the efficiency point?
Yeah,
Nice.
but it didn't say efficiency, but I just added the trophies 32, so I was like, okay, I guess.
I think that might be one of the efficiencies. No, we were just wrapping something up.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, cool. Hey, Divyani, you're welcome to stick around. However, you got to complete your class number 9 before you can participate in it, okay? Well, I mean, you can participate, obviously, but it'll be to your detriment because you don't have time for your other classes.
I'm just curious about the extra credit if I'm able to finish it early, like the 9 class.
Yeah. If you're able to finish it early, join the group, and you might, we may be working on some functions at that time. Yeah, and you can say, well, I'll take over and do that part. And yeah. Because I think the way I'm thinking about it now is we'll just do it in stages. Well, first of all, the way we could do it is, are you good? Can we just start talking about this thing that, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So here's how I'm thinking this could be done. Every one of us, every one of you, hopefully not me, will be doing this, okay? Not just one person. And everyone will have essentially a version of you know, their flavor of it up at any time, and they're all roughly correspond to each other in terms of the functionalities that have been built into it. So the one thing I'd like is each time if we meet, like this, if one of you could just share your screen, if you have a Mac or a PC where you can install Docker, a Docker desktop. Hopefully, if you have a fast internet connection, if you install Docker desktop, you can just Google for Docker command to run a Linux shell. I think it'll just give you a Ubuntu or some shell. And so let's do that on a shared screen so that we can all see what's going on. Because I have to refresh my memory to so how we get these shells. And once we get into a Linux prompt, we can run a really quick experiment. And then I can explain what I'm thinking needs to be done for the next stage. And then when we meet again, I can say, well, that's really cool. So now let's take that to the next level. This is what needs to be get done. And each step of the way, each one of you will be doing it with your own flavor. So I think there'll be a lot of variation. Even though we start with something common, I think it'll just branch into similar things that are kind of different things that are related at the core. So I think it'll be cool. We'll see. Okay. All right. So who'd like to share their screen with me? And then I'll just, we'll just call out some commands or some Google searches. Just have to type them in. And just make sure it's an incognito window, incognito or private browser window in.
I guess I can share my screen. Let me see.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a Mac, John, or a PC?
PC.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
Oh
So you
my
should
God.
be able to run. You should be.
Oh, no.
You're like a 4000K monitor or something. It's like each pixel is like a.
How much RAM do you have? Look at
Sorry.
those
The
tabs.
tabs. The
Look
tabs.
at the
Oh my God.
tabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
your RAM.
something.
Plus, your font size is so tiny. I can't even
Oh,
make out.
sorry. Should someone else switch? Because I have a really wide monitor.
Yeah. So I was thinking. Well, I have to change my glasses too. So hang on just a sec. Okay.
I think you can zoom in to.
Oh, really? How do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Control
Use the
plus. Control
resolution.
plus.
Control plus. Okay.
Yeah. That'll work.
Mm.
It says I'm zoomed in 200.
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
install Docker. Install Docker desktop first. If you have a fast internet connection, just install Docker desktop. And Chris has already done it once. So if we get stuck, Chris
Yeah.
can tell us what.
Like DOCTOR.
DOCKER.
DOC.
Doc KER.
Okay. .com.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you've enabled your virtualization, but you have to mess with the BIOS and enable that in your CPU in order to get it to work. That's what I did, at least for my laptop.
I see. Okay.
That's right. Oh, I see. I didn't realize that because on my Mac, I didn't have any problems.
I did something else, but yeah. And make sure you have enough space, because writing the Ubuntu in your folder takes quite a bit of space. I
Oh.
think it's.
What do you mean? Ubuntu is I can carry it around on a USB stick.
Yeah. Well, it's not that big, but my memory is running out because I'm on a laptop right now.
That must be an ancient laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's got Zoom going this well, actually, because all right, okay. Because I think Zoom, some of these apps take up a lot more memory than Docker running Ubuntu. All right, okay, great. This is John's screen. Okay, yeah, okay. So just go ahead, run. Oh, it's still installing. Okay, downloading.
Still got like 30
And I
seconds.
think once it runs,
John, can you open Task Manager? We can check if it's enabled from there. Actually, it's Control-Shift-Escape, and go to Performance, and then check your CPU, and it should say Virtualization enabled. Okay, it's enabled.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think I enabled it actually a while ago for some reason.
what is this? Windows 11?
Yeah.
I think so.
I see. Okay. All right. Let's while it's downloading, let's go to another tab and just Google for Docker command to open a Ubuntu shell. Docker command open Ubuntu shell. Yeah.
I think it's Docker run it Ubuntu.
Yeah, Docker run Ubuntu. Yeah. Cool,
Oh,
cool,
okay.
cool.
Run dash it Ubuntu.
I see.
Dash yeah. Or dash T.
Docker run Ubuntu.
Yeah.
Let me type it for you.
Well, it has to download and install first.
Another thing too, because we're trying to run a C++ or a C# script, you also have to download this using APT called G++.
Well, let's not, let's wait until then. Okay, we don't have to. I think we don't have to have the filer unless it's absolutely necessary now. We'll see.
Oh yeah, not now. You can do it in the Ubuntu later.
Yeah. I got the maximum amount of screen space I could devote to the to John's terminal. But you know what? There's a lot of dead space on John's terminal on Zoom because more than 75% of a screen is actually useless to us. Yeah, this is the black part with the console behind, and there's a whole huge part of the weight. So I think Zoom can be a lot more clever. Yeah, Zoom can actually be a lot more clever because it's impossible to expect that people will have low res monitors. More and more people are going to have monitors like this. So Zoom can easily do a simple algorithm, a dynamic algorithm built into their system, so that it basically scans for the active part of the screen and just zooms it out to max possibility. It's saying the rest of it is white, like the extreme bit in quest number 3. Okay, you say well, here is your screen, the interesting part of the screen, but the rest of it is just extreme bits. Okay, and that's good enough for us. Yes, and we can do that algorithmically. Zoom should do this, Google should do this. It's all so easy to do algorithmically that people should do it. Anyway, it's easier for us because then I don't have to keep switching glasses, or even if even with my magnifying glasses, even with the John's thing, the screen. You know what, John? Did you hit Control+? Because this is kind of funny. Is it why would Stack Overflow just take up this much of your browser? Stack Overflow should take up the whole screen.
I just made it full screen.
It looks the same.
No, but I'm saying the tab that tab actually that div occupies the whole screen, right? The entire width.
Yeah, it was because it was a minimized, like taking up half my screen. I just made it full screen. So
I see. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Never left.
John just disappeared.
Just left.
Just left.
I wonder if his system restarted.
Yeah, but anyway, you guys should also be doing the same thing at the same time. Okay, so that by the time we're done with this, everybody's running exactly the same code, and then in your free time you can basically just develop on your own and just talk to each other, sharing ideas. So I did that. How's well, until John comes back, maybe someone else. Oh, John's here. Okay.
all right,
Reset your what is it? Aspect ratio or something like that.
okay.
Resolution.
Are you on stretch res?
What?
Are you on stretch res? Stretch resolution?
For the Zoom?
Oh
my.
I'm not. I don't know what that is actually. I didn't know until you mentioned.
Oh, actually, wait. I guess, is this clearer to see?
It's messy. It's kind of messy.
Gosh,
Why would we have to? Yeah, we don't want to have the left tab.
okay.
Zoom has that option. Zoom says use this to have one part of the screen allocated for controls like that. Doesn't matter, John. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It still looks the same.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
so
we're not
Docker
going to be in the browser much longer. Yeah, so let's just run a Docker.
Okay. How
It does.
do you run it? Just
You go to PowerShell.
That one. Yeah. That one. Run, I think, what was that, John, Chris? It was
There's
run.
Docker run it Ubuntu.
Do I run it like where?
Oh, you gotta go to your CMD or your PowerShell. I did in PowerShell because admin privilege. So
The Docker.
run
No, just
it.
hit Docker and hit enter. I don't know if it's in your path. Yeah, just hit enter. Oh, it's in your path?
It should be because Docker is online.
Yeah, but this was a shell that he had from before. You know, that black screen he had before. Yeah, so how could it change the path in that shell? This is a brand new command window that you opened, John?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
The Docker run Ubuntu.
Add -it after run.
Run dash it.
No,
No,
dash space dash
Oh.
IT dash iterative interactive. I think. No, dash IT.
Dash. Like
Yeah.
that.
No, that's slash.
Wait, dash. What is it?
Space dash
Space
IT.
dash.
Oh, space. Oh, dash. Like spell it.
No,
No,
space
like,
hyphen, space
like the
hyphen.
actual dash. The
Like-
symbol dash.
Which one's the symbol?
Minus sign.
Okay.
IT. No. You combine the minus and IT.
Okay.
Yeah, and now space Ubuntu.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh.
Great, excellent. Okay, so now it's going to pull it down and install it. Hey, now hit Control Plus. I think this has a much better chance of Control Plus a couple of times.
All right, now you're on Linux basically.
I am hitting Control Plus, but
Yeah.
nothing.
Can you hit Control Plus, John?
I am. Nothing's happening. Control Plus.
Maybe right click on that C greater than on the right in the title bar. No, left on the left. The little icon on the left. Right click on that.
Which one?
The window with the window title. Right click on the window title.
Oh, this one.
Not there. I was trying to get to the this command shell's properties, view properties, and say, use this font.
The
So view
application
options.
window.
I want to see view options. No, that just changes the view options. We want view options.
On where? Just like the settings?
Probably gonna be on display.
Never mind. I think it's sharp enough that I can read it now. Previously, I wasn't able to read it clearly. Maybe it was because the light gray on black was harder. So yeah, it is a little hard for me to read, by the way.
Let's see.
Wait a sec. I'm just trying to see if right click on the title bar. Right click on the title bar of that window. Not that one. The black window.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, right click on the title bar. So yeah, there you go. Properties. No. Yeah, click that. Go to properties. There you go. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Click on font.
Oh, okay.
Change that to what is it now? Make it even bigger. 72. No, 72 is too big. 72 is too big.
Okay.
And make it like
Actually, that looks fine.
you can basically save it after that. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. And then also change the number of columns and rows, and then I think you can even drag and resize like that. Yeah. Columns.
Where do you find the columns?
Hang on. Layout under layout. Yeah, height, window height.
Oh, okay.
No, the one below, window size. I think it should, the width could be 100, that's fine. And make the height like 50. 50. 50. You can actually type 50 too. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. All right, good. Yeah, I think that looks much better. All right, so try, is everybody trying this out on their own too? So Dylan, you got this going? Okay, try something now. Type AWK and hit enter. I just want to see if it exists. So AWK, hit enter. Yay, okay, it's there, okay, great. Okay, so we don't need to compile a C++ program to get this going and all. Okay, so let's try this, okay? Now first hit Control S, hit Control L, let's see, clear. All right, it does clear the screen. Okay, now type this out. AWK space, single quote, and then curly brace, left bracket. Yeah, right now type. No, actually, just leave the curly brace there. Before the curly brace, type uppercase begin, BEGIN. Yeah, I hope my memory is correct. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Uppercase begin. No, just Control C. No, you're Control C. You got to Control C out of this now.
Okay.
This is not the prompt.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, good. Now you can do up arrow, you'll get it back.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, okay, cool. All right, now type begin, BEGIN, uppercase, all uppercase. Yeah, space, curly brace. Now in here, type printf, open parentheses, and within quotes, within double quotes, say %C. All right, well, Chris will refresh my memory if I'm wrong, okay? And type left square bracket, and then uppercase J.
Are you trying to clear the screen?
Yeah.
I think it's
correct?
it's bracket 2J.
2J.
And I tried using the %C, it doesn't work. I use hexadecimal instead and it worked.
No, I think this will work, okay?
Oh, okay.
So close the double quote. No, close the double quote.
Oh.
No, you don't need to close the, yeah, this is funny. All right, but you can read up about ANSI codes, okay? Read up, it's a pain. It's kind of funny, it's historical, okay? Comma, and then the number 27. And close the parentheses.
Okay.
Semicolon. And then curly brace, close the curly brace and hit enter. Oh, no. All right, close the quote and hit enter. Now you can close the quote now. Single quote. Yeah, hit enter. Yay! Okay, It actually worked. Okay, it actually did clear the screen. So up arrow one more time. Up arrow.
Oh, up arrow. Okay.
Yeah, up arrow. Yeah, okay. So you can 2 times backspace 2 times. Let's see if it takes you to. All right, okay. That's kind of cool. All right, so the terminal is kind of cool. All right, now you can close the quote, close the quote right there. Now, if you hit enter, you should clear the screen, right? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay. All right. So, hey, Chris, can you find out? I know you did. Actually, John, can you open another tab? In the browser.
Okay.
And for ANSI code. What is that?
I have the link. This is a better web page.
Hey, much better resolution. And and click on the link that Chris just pasted.
It's a GitHub page that actually lists every single command for the ANSI code. Really neat.
Yeah. Hey, see if you guys can get in touch with Adam, okay? Because he'd also enjoy being part of this, I think. And he should also stop working on the 2C level quests, because otherwise, what is he going to do next quarter if he's going to enroll in CS2C? Yeah. So let him stop doing the. I mean, he can obviously do it if he wants, but I think he'll have a lot more fun. I don't know. That might be a mistake, right? So try and get him to do this. All right. So anyway, so let's see. Here's what I want to do. Okay, you guys try and figure it out. I want to position the cursor at 50, 50 on screen, and say hi there. That's all. Okay. So essentially, you got the printf statement there, John. If you do the up arrow one time, so you got the printf statement. So essentially, what you want to do is after that, back arrow, not backspace, no, back arrow.
Oh,
Yeah, more. You want to go inside, right? After the J. No, after the J. Right. So now at that point, you want to say hi there, right? Hi there. So type hi there. However, that the %C 27 is going to be there. The first thing has got to be escape in ANSI, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that Wikipedia page will tell you, right? The GitHub page. I think 27, you can leave it there. The %C 27 can be there, but the 2J is going to change. The 2J will say, you know, if you want the cursor to be at 50,75, you got to say 50 CH 75 CQ or something like that. Okay, so you got to change that. Now, after you do that, whatever you type is going to come, show itself at that location on screen. Okay, that's all you got to do.
okay.
Now, see if that is possible. Okay, see if that's possible. And all of you, right? So you can maybe one of you can look up the code and put it there and see if it works. Okay, and that'll be cool. That'll be cool to know.
Oh, do you guys know the command?
Meanwhile, I need to do something here.
Hi, do you think it's fine if I head out and come back if I start working? I can come back to the recording and see like all this stuff if I start working on the extra credit. When I finish the quest.
So Chris, do you know the command?
For what?
Just to set it at the exact like area.
I think it's the second one, right? Move cursor to line column.
Sorry, just crashed. What were you saying?
Oh, it's the second. It's the second one in the cursor. It's the second row in the cursor control.
What are you talking?
I'm trying it on my. Wait. You see the GitHub page, right? You're in the GitHub page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a second line in the cursor control.
Okay.
And then to print something out, I think you have to print F echo and then something.
I see. Okay.
Oh, actually, no, you don't need to echo. You can just print F.
So within the printf statement, I do %C bracket and then the second line, which is escape.
Wait,
I'm kind of confused.
here, this is what I do. Try this. Let's see. I think it's that.
That's the whole statement.
That's to move the cursor to 50, 50.
Oh, okay.
Line 50, column 50.
Do we have to say awk begin for this?
What is it?
Do we have to start it off with awk awk begin?
No.
Okay.
You already have that.
Oh, I'm saying
Oh,
like.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, you guys couldn't hear me before. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, do you want the whole here? This is the whole code. Okay. You need 3 separate print statements for that. So here.
No. Why do you need 3 separate print statements?
Oh, he wants to do to position the cursor and print hide there.
Yeah. So I'll show you how to do that. Okay. So, all right. So what is the code to position the cursor? Let's go to 50,75. Okay. We're going to go to 50,75. So how do you go to 50,75? So in that page, in that GitHub page that you have, you should, so there you go. Yeah. %2J. No, that's clear. That's the
Yeah.
printf is.
The first one clears the screen and then it moves the
No,
cursor.
no. We don't want to clear the screen.
Oh, okay. Then just take the last 2 lines.
So
Not-
just see.
Yeah. Get the previous command. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
by the way, you can do Control B. By the way, do Control B.
Oh, okay.
Backwards and Control F is forwards.
Okay.
It's kind of cool that way. And Control A takes you all the way to the beginning. Control E takes you all the way to the end. So
Okay.
that, and then Control D will delete the character under right on the cursor. So you Control D. Yeah. So these are the same as Emacs, right? I don't know if you're familiar with Emacs. There's an editor called Emacs. And then these are the Emacs key bindings, and lots of people got used to it. So it's built into the shell. And so most of the shells, including Windows and DOS and Mac also, they all respond to Emacs bindings now. And VS Code also has Emacs bindings. All right. So no, we don't want 2J. 2J is for clearing the screen. So let's click on that GitHub page. Let's find out exactly what we need to position the cursor. Right. So click on the GitHub page.
You posted it already, Chris, right?
Yeah.
No. Let's take a look here. Cursor controls. Cursor controls. All right. So move cursor. Wait a sec. Thank you. All right. There you go. A cursor, line number, column number. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's what we want. So escape, and then do you have a square bracket?
Yeah. Like.
All right. Now I think they have. You just say 25 semicolon 50H. 25 semicolon 50H.
Wait, hold up. my keyboard's
No,
saying.
after the %C. After the %C. Hit Control D. No, Control D. Keep hitting Control D.
I'm sorry. The commands aren't working.
That's why it takes a while getting used to this. Right?
Yeah.
Backspace, regular backspace.
Okay.
All right, it doesn't matter. Backspace, regular backspace.
Yeah. It's not letting me.
Get it.
I don't know if that's my keyboard. Let me see.
Oh, it's a keyboard? Not
Sometimes my keyboard like stops like functioning. Okay. C.
all right. So all right. Now I think it is 25 semicolon. 50 semicolon. 50 semicolon. And yeah, 75H. 27, comma. No. And after the H, you need a hello, hi there. After the A, after the H, type hi there. Okay. All right. So now I think hit enter. I think you should see hi there appear at that location. Oh, we
close it.
Yeah, you can close it. You can close it now.
No,
No,
with
not that. Single quote. Enter. Oh, we forgot the closing brace. Up arrow. Yeah. And then now you can backspace and put this. No, you got a closing brace also. Closing brace and then. Yeah, and single quote. Yeah, I think so. Let's try that.
Oh yeah, it's right here.
Hey, I think that was correct. Yes. No, up arrow, change it to 40, 20 or something like that. So it's in a different location. Let me see if up arrow and say 40, 20 instead of 70, yeah. There you go. And change the 5 into a 4. Control D and 4, and then 75. You can change it to 25 maybe. Okay. All right. Let's hit enter. We'll see if it is that. No, that doesn't sound like.
I think line 40 is like all the way down there.
But we tried a bigger line number and it was bigger. I see. Oh, I see. We only used 50 columns or something like that. 50. Let's just try 5 and 10. Let's be
Yeah,
more.
try lower
Yeah.
number.
Yeah, let's just try smaller numbers.
Then 10, 10, 15.
Yeah. Okay, I think that looks better.
Uh,
Nothing happened. Hey, that's cool. I think that is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what I'm thinking. Okay. Now, if there's definitely, so if we were just to do simple graphics, right? So we can position a cursor at a location. So we know, right? So essentially, look, we can think back to question number 6 that Divya is actually working on right now, right? But you guys are finished. Question number 6, you have a canvas, and on the canvas, you have the power to just set a pixel and unset a pixel. Yes. Now, because to set a pixel, all you need to do is to navigate to a location, put the pixel there, and then go. So what we did was awk was simply just a programming language. It's a scripting language. You just do the same thing in C++. That's all. Yeah, and you can essentially write the same thing in C. Actually, hit G++ and hit enter. We'll see if G++ is already installed in this Docker container. No, G++.
no.
No, I see. So type yum install, or is it yum install G++?
No, it's
Yum install
apt.
GC.
It's apt, I think.
It's apt-get. But of course, I mean, no. It's apt-get, apt-get. No space and all. No space. And it's not underscore. No, not underscore. It's apt-get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then you got to say install, and you got to sudo it and all. Oh, you are already sudo here because install. What was it we're trying to install? I forgot what we're trying to install. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But that's what you'd use to install a G++.
Okay.
Or maybe it's just.
I think you have to separate the dash cat and the apt.
But you can figure this out later, right? So I just I just want to give you an overview of what I think it is, and then you can essentially figure these things out easily, together.
Okay.
So I don't have to stick around for that. So now using the ANSI codes, we have the power to very, very cheaply. This is using ANSI codes to control the cursor, really, really cheap. In fact, it's almost the same as cursors. In the past, people used to say, I'm going to program only with cursors because cursors is a library that actually interacts with the device driver directly and it's really, really fast. But these days, everything is so fast that ANSI codes or cursors, people can't even tell, I think, right? And so unless you're actually working on a text editor, if you're working on graphics and all, ANSI codes is fine. So you have the power to set a pixel. You have the power to unset a pixel. Don't use clear screen to clear the entire buffer. So anytime, and for drawing a line, so you have the power to draw a line on the screen, right? Draw from A to B to, so you can do that essentially. To write a C function to draw a line, all you need to do is move there, set a pixel, move there, set a pixel. And also create a function to undraw a line. And undrawing a line is cheaper than clearing the whole screen. Because if you have the line drawn, you just undraw it with reverse pixel, background color, only that portion is gone, right? So it's just a lot cheaper and there's no flicker. So write a function to draw a line and undraw a line. And when that's going, maybe you can use sleep, right? It's a simple sleep command or a micro sleep command. Create some simple animations like screensaver, a line going, sweeping across the screen. At X and Y changing, incrementing and decrementing like that. Modulo the size and width. So you can have a line sweeping, and you can also use the ANSI controls to change the color, right? So all of the pixels don't have to be drawn in the same color. They could all be drawn. So you can have your fun there, and knock yourselves out. And when that's ready, what we'll do is now we have the power to essentially draw a 3-dimensional picture, projection of a 3D picture. So we'll take a wireframe of a cube, for example, right? And you can easily calculate through mathematics. It's simple, or Desmos or on a piece of paper. You can calculate, if I had a cube like this, we can actually draw it on screen. And these are the coordinates on a graph paper, and it's rotated like that. These are the coordinates going to be, the width, the vertices, essentially the vertices of the cube. If you position, take the 2 tips of the cube and hold it like that, and the cube is like that, you can essentially calculate here's where the vertex is going to be, how far removed from the center line it is, right? And so on and so forth. And it's all basically simple. It's simple mathematics. Okay, I think I've done this once when I was in school, so I'm pretty sure you guys will also figure it out. Otherwise, maybe there's a better way to do it too, and we'll come up with a better way too. If you guys are, once you've done this part, we can have another meeting when we can actually figure this out together. And I think it'll be cool, right? And when that's going, all you have to do is just animate the wireframe, and that I think is pretty easy to do once you have the already, because you'll have the skills from moving a line around and creating a screensaver kind of effect with colors and all, right? So I think it'll be cool. And even though you're going to be working on a group, everyone try to develop your own flavor, your own separate code base for this. And if Divya syncs up later, you can just bring her up to speed. And she's got to focus on the quest, obviously, but after she's done quest 9, she can get on this too. And try to talk to Adam. Okay. So that's all I have to say. It's actually very simple, isn't it? It's not like a huge extra credit project. It's very simple, but in the process of doing that, you'll learn a lot of really useful skills. You'll get to the hang of interacting with Docker. Yeah. You'll get the hang of working in a Linux environment, Linux container, without having to mess with installing it and ruining your hard drive and all. I know a lot of people. Even I have had the experience where I had a laptop and I wanted to run Linux. I partitioned the drive. It's a mess. Okay, you got to back up, and so it's a pain. This way, Docker is clean, so you get to know Docker, get to know Linux. Getting to learn Linux and getting to be comfortable in the command line is actually a huge benefit. Okay, huge benefit to programmers. Also, while you're on Linux, find out how to configure that whatever terminal you get into the way you like it, and just to make your own Docker container. There's a command. You can just Google for that, right? It'll just make containers. So the next time you fire a container, you don't got to fire up that Ubuntu. You can just fire up John's container, and that'll already have that Ubuntu with John's all customizations built into it. Yeah, with his own GCC and everything. So you can build that. Chris has done some research into that app.
Yeah, I have my own Docker image myself.
Yeah, so get that going, and so next time we meet, invite me to the next meeting if you need, and I'll be happy to come by and then take a look at some of the progress, and we can do more experiments, and then we'll take it to the next level. Eventually, the goal is that we'll have very, very simple and short library, like 200 lines or 300 lines. You can share on GitHub and Stack Overflow, and saying, hey, here's a really cool ASCII 3D animation that was produced using this. Just run it on any dumb terminal, and you'll see a cube spin in multicolors right in front of your eyes. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be any graphics. And I think that kind of showcases the power of where hardware has gotten to these days. Because in those days it was harder. You'll have Flickr and you'll have all these things. Yeah, right now it's also fast. ANSI codes are able to do these things, so it'll be nice, even as a Stack Overflow post. And the cool thing is that you can actually get the output of this program, stick it in a file, and someone could just type the file and they'll have the cube screen. It's a spinning cube. Well, you got to inject something to put delays between frames and all, but we'll come up with ways to do that. Yeah, so that you just have to cat the file, type the file, and you have a cube spinning in there. So you have a static file with a spinning cube in it. How cool is that? So I think all of that is fair game.
Sounds
All right.
good.
So I think we'll have a great time because you guys are done. I don't want you to be bored, and at the same time, I don't want to just postpone the boredness to next quarter, because then you'll start working on the red quests, and the next quarter you'll feel bored. So it's and besides, it's more fun working with current classmates than if you were to just march ahead. Talk to Adam too, right? I'm pretty sure he's having more fun in 2B now with you guys than when he was doing the C quest before on his own. I don't know. I might be wrong, but it's so just save up all the C quests for your classmates, the new classmates to come. All right. Okay. That's all I have to say. I don't have anything more to say unless you have any questions for me. Well, was this useful, by the way? You guys are interested, in learning about Docker and these things? Because I think it'll be useful. If you're going to be in programming, it's going to be useful. Yeah, Linux especially.
Yeah, I definitely want to get to know
You're learning
Linux.
C++. Yeah. All right, cool. All right. Best of luck, okay? I'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you, Professor.
All right, I'll see you.